shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the...
He's brought down at the 31. As they pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Allen off the play fake. And right away he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, middle. Right, 22.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, 26 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah,
they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Leonard Floyd's career has found new life in Los Angeles with more sacks in 2 seasons there than in 4 years prior with Chicago. 9.5 in 2021 for the Super Bowl champs.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. possession. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On first down, Stafford here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They snap it to Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Akers.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, but maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On the sneak, it's Stafford, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
93 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Going right back to Akers. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert to 1st down.
Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 29, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 44, Stafford, throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. and it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. To return is McKenzie. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 125 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Over here.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets it up past the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Allen. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In motion goes the tight end. One final try here for Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie from 10 yards out. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Radar. 22. Omaha, remove.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. McKenzie now to return it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 66 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play action. Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 54.
Stafford now to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
22.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. 13-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for